Today is going to be a fun video. We got MLB opening day going on right now, which means we got NBA, NHL, college basketball, PGA, and MLB props. Let's go ahead and get into it. And so for those of you guys that didn't catch it, every time I pretty much do not come out with a video in the morning or throughout the day, I'm literally just working on something else. Okay. This morning, it was working on this MLB DFS prop board. So that's going to be available in the PrizePicks cheat sheet, which I might need to find a new tab for it. It's currently under the NBA DFS tab on the website, just as an FYI. But now that I have college basketball, NHL, and now MLB, I might have to change a name for it. But yeah, let's just go over the MLB props that are out there right now. And as you guys can tell, I'm very excited to be able to get this out to people for just $10 a month. And it's included in the already premium fantasy golf membership, which I'm personally proud of myself for being able to kind of provide that value to the community. I mean, shoot, there's people that charge $10 a month for Discords and whatnot, which I'm not hating, but self-pat on the back here. So we can see Brad Miller hits, runs, and RBIs minus 140 to get over 0.5. Let's go ahead and pull that up on PrizePicks. And it does seem like we are going to be getting these hot dogs throughout the day, is what they're kind of being called. This is an interesting one, the Jacob deGrom over 6.5 strikeouts. The number was set at 8 originally, so this isn't the best one out there, okay? I think a lot of people are actually betting the under at 8 strikeouts. That's because he's on a pitch count of about 65 pitches or so, just as an FYI. And I don't have fantasy score in there just yet. That is something I'm working on. So this one starts probably in about 20 minutes from when I am putting this video out. We can see total bases was up at the end of the year last year. Obviously, it's a whole different season. And just as an FYI, my fantasy baseball knowledge, I would say, is a basic fantasy players, consumers knowledge base. I wouldn't consider myself an expert. That's why I'm definitely just chasing more of the odds. I will say, just pitching wise, this seems very low for Sandy. 4.5 strikeouts. I didn't see anything about his pitch count being limited. If you guys did, let me know or let us know in the comment section below. But this one seems very low. It seems like it should be higher because he's someone that had a good spring. So that kind of interests me. And so if we look at it as well, we got Aaron Nola over 1.5 runs earned, and that's set at minus 139 on average across the sportsbook. So that's another good one that we are getting there. Let's continue on. Let's just do it by MLB here. And this is something that's constantly updating throughout the day. And that's what I'm excited about is we get the all day aspect with the MLB. So, to me, that's fun. The first hot dog that was out, Aaron Judge already hit as well. So that's fun. Omar Narvaez, total bases, minus 135.75 at 0.5 for the over. That's all right. No under odds that we want to be targeting, but this is interesting to me. So Aaron Nola hits allowed. The average sportsbook line has it at 4.5, and we are getting it at minus 112 at 4.5. So that's a pretty good line to bet the over on as well. Obviously, if he's giving up runs, which it's saying, then, well, he's probably giving up some hits as well. So another decent one there. Wow, this is kind of crazy. Are they going too far here with Kyle Gibson for pitcher strikeouts? Minus 140 to get under 5.5. But I would say this is probably a push at 4. And same thing for Corey as well. Those seem like they probably should be pushes, but especially the one with Kyle Gibson where it's a run and a half. I mean, that is pretty crazy, I would say. And we did have a lot of better, I shouldn't say a lot of better. We had a lot of decent ones earlier on in the day as well, just as an FYI. And so that's kind of what I like about it. It's going to be updating throughout the day. Let's look at some college basketball props. And guys, if you follow fantasy golf at all, I will be coming out with a Masters preview core plays video either today, this evening on Thursday or Friday. So be on the lookout for that. It's just a fun thing. Let's look at NHL or college basketball. Sorry. Tristan Newton over 4.5 rebounds. So at minus 138. So the good college basketball props that we were getting throughout the week for Saturday's games have kind of been adjusted, but this is a new one that has popped up. We can see over the last 2 games has been able to get over that. So just not a terrible one there. And then the last, these other ones, I don't feel like we really need to touch on them. We are getting a full point here for points, rebounds, and assists for Greenlee, over 10.5 there for points, rebounds, and assists. So a decent one that we are getting there. And so I was watching the NIT because we had a player going in it, and Trey Jamieson actually kind of stuck out. He's a big player for one, 6'11", 260. I mean, this guy is a force. Okay, he went up against another 7'4" in the last game, kind of got a little bit outplayed, I would say. Probably shouldn't have, but this matchup should be one that favors him a little bit. So just an interesting prop there for him. Watching that game against Wisconsin for the team that they're playing, he should be able to get to 8 rebounds. And now let's get into some NHL props. Already got taken one away. Michael Matheson, minus 139 to get over 2.5 shots on goal is the best one that we're getting right now. We do have Aaron as well, minus 136.8 for the over. And if you guys follow golf at all, Brooks Koepka, I don't know, there's just a weird storyline going on between those two players. Brooks went to a hockey game and was pretty much talking shit to a hockey player, like another professional athlete talking shit. It was just weird. And then once again, not getting the best props otherwise. Let's go ahead and look at NBA. So NBA, it's only a 2-game slate. We're really not going to get that many good props because it's such a small slate. We could do Trey Murphy over 2.5 threes. We are favoring the over, and he's projected to get 3.16, sorry. So like that's the best one that we're getting. I'm fine with it. He's been playing pretty well. We could definitely use that one if we felt the need to. Let's just sort by prop line difference and then just look at where we're not getting fantasy score ones. So the best one here would be Drew Holiday over points and assists. Obviously, is coming in off of a great night shooting last night. 51 points in that game. So is he going to continue that? It's kind of tough to imagine that, but the average sportsbook line has 25 points. Once again, they're favoring that. So probably if we were to factor in it at 24.5 for the line, it'd probably be closer to minus 137. So a pretty decent line that we're getting there. And then just looking at it as well, Aaron Gordon as well, points and assists, another okay one that we're getting there. And there's the potential that Jokic could sit, which would mean that that'd be a decent one there as well. Any under props? No real good under props. So let's just go ahead and get into my favorite bets of the day. Take it with a grain of salt. First day of MLB. We'll see how it goes. And it looks like they just bumped this one as well. Geez. All right, so we're taking that one off the board. And so here's what my bets of the day would be looking like. So I do like Sandy over 4.5 strikeouts. That just seems too low. And then we are choosing between Aaron Nola for him to struggle, or we're going with Brad Miller. And they do correlate together. We just can't pair those two together. So it's up to you guys to choose which one you think is more likely to happen. It's really up to you. Obviously, Aaron Nola can struggle with 5 bad pitches in a row and get there. Or you can get pulled faster. We just don't really know. It's opening day. And then I'm going to go with the 2 favorable college basketball props that we were getting there. It just seems like this one should be higher for Brian. And then Tristan Noonan as well, minus 140. Just good odds there. And then I am going to take the NHL prop that we're getting. It bumped up to minus 139.8. So a slight bump there as well when I was finishing up this video. So, I'm just taking the favorable odds today as well. And, with that, I would say the goal when we do this is for them to hit about 50%. Let's be honest, like 54% of the time, because those are the averages that we're pulling in. But that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you are having a good opening day, and hopefully it is a good opening day. Let's have a good slate, and as always, let's keep cashing.